All-Star forward Paul George.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
The NBA season is in high gear, and we are so glad to have you here with us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. My companions are Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Checking out Cleveland, they've got to be pretty pleased with their adjustments during the offseason, as they've been playing excellent basketball early on. Tonight, they want to continue that winning attitude, and they're a team that feels they can win on any given night. And tip-off approaching, but in the meantime, let's discuss post-play. Shaq, you are a dominant post scorer. Duh. Who do you think are the top post scorers in the NBA right now?
Well, one DeMar.
Got NBA basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. Last outing for Brooklyn, they won that game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And they showed a lot of heart in that one, getting down early, but put together a terrific run to sold it away in the end.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you... are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Johnson. Bargnani is out there with Young. Then it's Donald Sloan. And it's Bogdanovich in at the shooting guard position. Well, we know the Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets, and
what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
Here's Irving. Thaddeus Young picking up that last pass. Love the pass to Smith.
They are.
Mark there with the three-point shot. On defense, Cleveland, defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with the road win.
Here's James after Joe Johnson scored. Love with the screen on Johnson. James kicks to Love. Pass to Mazda. Rebound, Brooklyn. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
Yeah, and as they renew acquaintances, if you're the underdog, you always want to say, hey, we've got something new up our sleeve. It should be fun.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. The shot's good from Smith.
Good open look, and he splashes home the three.
1:51 left to play in the first quarter. After the Nets' big moves, the past couple years, they were looked at as an older team, but you break it down, and you know, Greg, they're not as old as you think.
And actually had the 5th youngest team of anyone in the postseason. And so, though they seem older just because so many players had playoff experience or came into the league at a young age. And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now, here is Irving. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrea Bargnani. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
And, you know, for the Nets, the roster's average age was about 2 years younger at the end of the 2015 season than where they were at the end of 2014. They made a point to get younger.
And the Nets making a change here. Larkin's checked in, and James drills them both.
And even though the Nets were younger last season, they were tough in tight games, playing really like a bunch of veterans, and went 10-2 here in games decided by 3 or fewer points.
He feeds it to Robinson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Varejau.
And Thomas Robinson has been on a lot of teams here in his short time in the league. Not easy to find a spot when you're always getting moved.
And for Robinson, the trade's way on him as well. Clarkie said last season that he just wants to prove that he belongs.
Well, you know, he's yet to find the right fit for a team, but the skill set is clearly there. I mean, he's an NBA player. There's no doubt about that. Looked great for Philadelphia near the end of the year as he got minutes with them. Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Now here's Shumpert, still getting warmed up offensively.
That's
no
amazing.
buckets yet in the game for him. 1 second left. No good on the buzzer beater. And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to its first title. He
sat us down.
When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
Yeah, I would think so. You'd be better served to go right along with what he's talking about. Dub the new big 3 along with Kyrie. I think if they just keep following LeBron's lead and advice, the sky's the limit.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment.
All
right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, James Jones is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Iman Shumpert. Then it's Thompson, and it's Dellavedova in at the point. LeBron's checked in for Cleveland. Smith comes in for Shumpert, and the Nets making a change here as well. Donald Sloan's checked in for Larkin. The screen from Thompson. Here's Smith. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also in a three-point shooter, but such is the case with Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
Greg, on the topic of Smith, you never know what his personality is going to bring to the game, or Clark, even the moment.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Moment to moment. When the good JR is rolling, he's knocking down threes, playing solid D, creating havoc for the opponent. Bad JR is taking and missing wild shots, going to sleep on defense, and causing problems for his own team. Yeah.
不要再用弹了。
Now this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.
哦哟，这明明就守住了。 刚刚那个好像有点像是 Face Horn 91。
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second guessed at every turn, and that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Kyrie Irving comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. Outside Irving.
Ah, yeah.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Johnson. Again, Johnson missing. And for Black, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early.
哎，这有没有走步啊？这个球有没有走步啊？看一下，那个走步了吧？看一下啊，一步。 刚啊，跨这一步不要算的话，一步、两步、三步、四步，一步。刚刚不是跨一步吗？好，再跨第一步好了。两步、三步、四步。
Coaching legend overseas. I mean, so coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA. This guy brought a pedigree that was quite substantial.
因为他前面有一个人啊，所以势必要用欧洲步。不过没想到他走步了。
Sloan dishes to Bogdanovich. Picked by Bargnani.
哎呀，又没有捡了。哎，外线又漏了。
And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now this quarter. James against Johnson. LeBron passes to Marshall. Stolen by Robinson. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two. Brooklyn shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now.
Let's go.
Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Bargnani. Hollis Jefferson comes
目
in for
前还
Johnson.
是电脑是守不
Is
住的。
subbed in for Bogdanovich.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G. You're right. A glaring
Jefferson.
error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was
Ojo.
flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on
这是
themselves
Jefferson
because
的
of the
犯规。
trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate.
And you know, it's just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 for the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Jefferson's checked in for Love. Shumpert comes in for J.R. Smith. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. They set the pick. Hollis Jefferson passes to Young. Off the pick. Great D that time from
哇，在老邦剑士面前耍大刀啊！ 好球！
That one's good, Shumpert.
Easy to see who's going to win
要
that
不的一个
race.
善人。
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Screen by Young. And Jack picks to Young. Shot from 12. That one off the back iron and out. Jefferson. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one.
Andrea, you.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They lead by 1.
所以命中率方面，哇，电脑命中率蛮高的，超过50%。
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Smith really had a good quarter. He has 9
想办法
points,
把
and he's chalked
电脑
up
防
one
住。
three-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Kicking off the second half, here's Lionel Hollins' foul.
哎呀！
Bargnani. Young is out there with Johnson. Then it's Donald Sloan. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2. Injuries have certainly taken their toll on Bargnani, culminating in disaster last season. Greg suiting up for only 29 games, the fewest ever in his career.
Yeah, I mean, he had a series of leg injuries, the hammy, the calf. Really unfortunate part about it is that he has so much talent, but yet really to develop that on the floor because of all the issues.
And in thinking about Bargnani's impact, he's a guy who can generate points from every spot on the floor. 3-point range, converts at the rim. He's about 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, and shoots free throws like a guard.
And talking about Bargnani last season,
Hey.
actually generating efficient
Oh,
numbers when he was healthy. I mean, way up in field goal percentage, 3-point percentage. I would love to see him remain healthy and have a chance to quiet the doubters.
Johnson dishes to Sloan. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Young. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Young's got 8.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Thaddeus Young provides a lot of things, Clark. Solid on both ends of the floor. You can plug him into almost any lineup and make it work.
Yeah, he's an ideal basketball player because of his versatility. I think that's one of his greatest strengths. Not only can he play the 3 or 4, he can go inside and outside, too.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. And it's James
Oh,
Jones
Joe.
in for James. But third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
哎呦，
Here's Bargnani.
这是怎样暂停？
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
就刚才外线没有像以前那么准。哦哟，我够得把个压力。
And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish.
先救再来，好球，
Catch up with Doris from
连中2元。
Hey guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message Lionel Hollins was giving to his team. Young was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him.
那把个压力要守紧一
Emphasize
点。
getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. Those
Oh, yo.
prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Screen by Jones.
哎呀，
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
两人又跳起来
We've
传了。
seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Irving drives in. Jones, no
Jim
one
Jones.
around him.
Ah.
Down Brooklyn.
这怎么会是 C 呀？
Passes to Bogdanovich. Now the feed to Bargnani. And it's Bargnani again missing. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity
哎呀，太急。
For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Kicks it out to Johnson. Lots of room. Tips it up. It's good on the putback. That's 12 points here for Thaddeus Young. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Dellavedova. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The screen from Thompson.
Kyrie Irving，哎呀，
Miss by Cleveland. Here's Sloan to the inside. Here's Bargnani. And
Don't
he
hand
gets
it.
that one
Nah.
to go off the front iron. Bargnani's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Off the mark. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. Here's Larkin. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Mozgov in at the 5 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Shots good from Young.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
James with it. In the corner, Smith with it.
JR，
Good.
Yo.
And assist goes to James.
3分。
James has got 3 assists tonight.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
Here's Larkin. He's covered by Irving. Larkin kicks to Jack.
Oh,
with
Joe.
the block. The drive by LeBron. And he gets
哦，
it
只
to
有
go.
包。
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup.
那老布他的篮下素质很高啊，其实基本上切下篮下之后就尽量用拉杆的方式来得分。
Timeout called the Nets.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message Lionel Hollins was giving to his
好
team.
球！
He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night.
Kyrie Irving 好
to
球！
the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
Brooklyn
哎
trailing.
呦，刚刚一个转身。
Outside Jack. And it's Young at the elbow. That's it
Hey.
tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
哪招啊？
They've been outclassed. in the paint, really at both ends of the floor.
Williams is checked in for Irving. Cleveland's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Williams passes to LeBron. There's a screen by Williams. The drive by James, and the call will go against Thomas Robinson. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Smith dishes to Love.
How's your?
And Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 4 assists in the game.
And this has really been a well-played game up to this point. And you know what? I bet it stays that way until the end.
I certainly hope so. I mean, it's been a terrific contest, and there's nothing like a pair of teams just balling out the way they have been.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Cleveland. The Nets also changing it up. Bargnani is checked in for Robinson. Johnson comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Shane Larkin. And Jack kicks to Bargnani. Back to Jack. Johnson goes in. And the basket. And the Nets lead by 1.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
In transition, here come the Nets. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Nets.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced. And the point
along with
those forced turnovers.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt.
球穿过身体。
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Talk about some great numbers for Young. 16 points and a steal. This game is all about him right now.
Full domination mode, guys.
Good on the first, and that gives them the lead. And he is unable to get the second one.
Yeah, one more make would have been nice, but they do walk away with the lead.
Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
And Jack kicks to Bargnani. It's tipped. 56 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Excellent D there from Mozgov. And here is Irving. LeBron outside. Love with the screen for LeBron. There's Mozgov. It's good.
Yeah.
The shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
And here's Brooklyn. Here's Bargnani. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Well, you can't give him that kind of a position in the post.
I
mean, when you get it, when he gets it in that tight and that close, that's easy, real easy.
球会变成他们的。
Game could be on the line right here.
It's basically now or never for them.
For a tough position.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a scary sight when Johnson starts lighting it up like this.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. It's a pick by Love. LeBron drives in. Out to Smith. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
Ah, Tama!
You know, they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
Yeah, definitely something to keep in mind for them right now.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're trailing by 3. 12 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Guys, what's your take?
And you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
And, you know, if it opens up for them inside, the quick 2 would be the way I would lean, Greg. But that's to come immediately after that.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the
2K Sports postgame show.
发变线球的失误啊！
Kevin, thank you. So why don't we take a look now at our Jordan? He put up a new season high tonight. And if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over. And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for...
哇，6成啊！下一场比赛，电脑守不住啊！
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
The NBA season is in high gear, and we are so glad to have you.
对持久者来施压。
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Eastern Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Cleveland Cavaliers intent on protecting home court. This their first look at this year's Washington squad. Last season they had the upper hand in the series, going 3-1 against these guys.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Exactly. Two top teams
Kyrie Irving,
want to continue that success this season as they look long-term towards playoff seed.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. Taking a look at the Wizards. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Nene and Gortat team up in the paint. And it's Dudley in at the 3 slot. Gortat misses.
You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought.
犯规了！
Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career, and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. There's something about how long he's waited for success.
Here's Irving. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
只要没有手控的话，被电脑锁住的话，是很容易进
First
球。
quarter, just over a minute played. To the middle, Love kicks to Mozgov. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Mozgov, guys, was specifically sought after by his coach, Dave Blatt. Remember, Mozgov was a favorite of his from when Blatt coached the Russian national team.
And he sinks the second. Mozgov and Blatt with a close connection from their international play. Mozgov was a big part of taking home a bronze medal. Remember Clark back in 2012 with Blatt?
Yeah, exactly. In Russia, and now again with the Cavs, Mozgov is showing that Blatt has great confidence and trust in his ability, and that's wonderful for a player.
The shot by Nene, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down.
Right.
He is that open.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, their last game a loss to Brooklyn.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Hey, zone
这给电脑的
and
空档他妈是准的要死
fight
的
out。of them in what they showed. I mean, they never strung together any stops like they needed to.
Here's Irving.
准到没天没脸。
By Washington. To the paint, to the right side. Lock at 6. Up against the net. And on the way from Irving.
哎呦，这里车里。
Is good. Irving's got 6.
The rapid fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
And for Jared Dudley, a bit of a resurgence last season. Found a team he liked playing for, played much closer to his career numbers than the year before with the Clippers.
Yeah, and that's a great point. I mean, he turned back the clock in almost every category, and I think to your point, a lot of it has to do with the fit. He's on a team in a role that suits his talent, and I think you're going to see him continue to be consistent.
Now here's Thompson. A second chance effort. No luck. Georgia with the defensive effort.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task.
Oh yo!
When he's headed to the bucket like that.
这是哪一招啊？
Sessions doing a nice job that time. And, you know, going back to Jared Dudley, he helps you in so many
都
different
傻眼了。
Shoots a lot of threes, yet does so efficient. He rebounds, he passes the ball. They get a little physical too. He's a valuable player to have in your locker room.
Now here's Porter. Pass to Neal from deep. Second chance shot, and it's Gortat getting it to go. Gortat's got his first points of the game.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
And Williams, here we go, out to Shumpert. Cleveland gets it back. Thompson dishes to Shumpert. That's it. Off the assist from Thompson. 20 seconds left in the first. Here's Neal, guarded by Shumpert. Shumpert the steal. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court.
You see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there instead of giving up the bucket.
And Cavs head coach David Blatt beginning his NBA career. And Blatt, one of the most successful American coaches in European basketball history, Clark, and he's done a great job in his first season with the Cavaliers in the NBA, but nothing he did overseas certainly can compare to this.
And, you know, that's why, Kevin, people always talk about it in terms of being a marathon and not a sprint. There's nothing that compares to the NBA grind. Nothing is comparable to it.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
How good has the ball movement been here? Just absolutely terrific.
Boy, that kind of timely passing, Greg, really fun to watch.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second.
没想到他还跳起来
Out
闯。
there with Humphries. Then there's Nene. Then it's Wall, and it's Neal in at the two-guard spot. The drive by LeBron. Shumpert gets a wide-open look. Another shot. Here's
Dellavedova. Ah, yeah.
Wide right, hits off the rim.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Out to the wing. Here's Neal. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his third
有
assist
时候会
on
过来
the
包
night.
夹，不知道包几点。
Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs, swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov comes in for Thompson. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Iman Shumpert. And a switcher also for Washington. Beal's checked in. James kicks to Love.
Oh, 就可以了。
Right on target. Love's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin. Randy Whitman had some words for his team over the break. He told Nene that he wants the offense to run through him. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. Here's Dellavedova. Just 5 to shoot, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Humphries
J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence. Clark his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. Wizards have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Wall passes to Nene. Right at the free throw line. Second shot opportunity. Mozgov with the block. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Smith with the ball. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Gortat's checked in for Washington. Dudley comes in for Gary Neal. Irving with a
Kyrie, yo.
And it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got the assist now in this one.
And for Smith and his confidence, last year even he said he's on pace to be one of the best shooters the game has ever seen. So obviously not lacking in belief in his ability. Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
LeBron dishes to Love.
Kevin Love.
And another 3 for Cleveland.
And not sure if I can agree with J.R. Smith's assessment that he'll be one of the greatest shooters of all time, but he's pretty deep into his career at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe he's hoping for a Kyle Korver type of career
没
at
抄
30
到
years of age.
Wall, that's a 2-pointer.
干你老师哎，还准啊！
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Irving kicks to LeBron.
看好贵哦。
32 seconds left here in the second. The kick out to Irving. 3-pointer.
没人呐，有了。
Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
电脑怎么那么准啊？
On the perimeter, they can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's Wall.
又来又在跳了。
And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Gortat.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Now here's James. His last outing, he had 8 points. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, easy call.
要犯
You
要
can hear
犯
the
技巧
smack。 all the way over here where we are.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And he makes the first. Both teams will make substitutions. And both free throws, good for James.
第二节剩下1.9秒。
Sessions. No good.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. What a showing tonight. A sold-out building, the backdrop for our presentation. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal. And the first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. The biggest lead of the quarter was only 3 points as they
电脑要
traded.
5.5啊。
All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the second.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was
Kevin
his
Love.
offense.
Yo.
He was not wasteful with his opportunities, and also did a great
干嘛还撞到前面的人？
with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the 10.
直接火锅，你老师看他被盖火锅，他妈秒捡，又再拿回来再投了。这哪招啊？已经是成功的防守，他会秒捡。哦，就这样。我赶快把比数给拉开啊，不然电脑不知道他干什么东西又出来。哎，外线要守啦！哎呦。一切进来他妈就射外线。对啊。
This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Gordon against Irving. James, the pass to Moscow.
靠腰。
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, you know, going back to the Nate, in 14 years, he's been able to suit up for roughly 65% of the games. That's tough on the team's continuity. On both ends of the floor, injuries have been a part of that, though. Those are beyond the player's control.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Moscow. Jones comes in for James. In for Smith.
How about the leaner? Only the guys with the sweetest of strokes can pull that off in traffic. And you know, guys, the thing with Nene, he helps you in so many ways when he's in there. He's hard to back down in the post. He eats up space. Tough to get around on picks. He has the champions are made of.
这个球怎么盖的啊？
And Wall kicks to Gortat. With the fadeaway.
哎，看你这个怎么吃我的球。
1:24 left in the third quarter. Varejao with a screen on Wall. Just 5 on the clock.
这边走吧。哦，球，有3分。
Elvidova's got 6.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Despite an overall strong year in 2015 for the Wizards, they were pretty weak.
电脑太作弊了。
Managed only 17 wins away from home, tied the Pelicans for the fewest road wins for any team that actually made the playoffs last year.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And for the Wizards and their road problems, a lot of it came from their inability to defend the 3. I mean, they were in the bottom third in the league at defending the 3 as the road team.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Jefferson's checked in for James Jones. Shumpert comes in for Matthew Dellavedova, and Mo Williams subbed in for Irving.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Outside Williams. To the inside, kicks it out to Love. From outside, off the mark.
And you know what's odd about the Wizards' road problems is that they played outstanding defense otherwise. I mean, compared to 2014, they definitely took a step backwards in regards to their road play last season. You know, one of the basic fundamentals in basketball is the ability to box out. He's got that down pat.
Oh, sure.
That's good from Jefferson on the assist by Shumpert. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
That's now 7 straight for them coming from fast breaks.
Yeah, and they're making it look easy, guys, running it down the opponent's throat.
Neal dishes to Gortat. From 13, the shot is off.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And we've watched 3 so far in this. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Wizards trail by 6. So on the floor for Washington, the great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Jared Dudley out there with Otto Porter Jr. And it's Gortat spot manning the middle.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked. Well, it's no wonder he's a bit cold. He's used to getting a lot more shots than he has today.
Outside, Wall. Nice ball movement by Washington. Down low, here's Gortat. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Mozgov. The Cavaliers leading by 3. It's LeBron with the drive. Outside Irving. Mozgov a screen on Beal. Just 4 to shoot. Love wide open. Gets to the corner and buries it.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Wall passes to Dudley. Beal up top, covered by Smith. And the rejection. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball.
看到我跳开。
Outside Wall. Pass to Beal from outside the arc. That doesn't go either for Beal. Smith kicks to Irving. And good on the basket. Book it. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Randy Whitman was just going over the plan with his team. He told his guys, I know we can do this, fellas. Let's things will go our way.
Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. Beal. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
James with it. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Mozgov drives in, and the refs are going to rule unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the
you
can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Irving. Love with the screen for Irving. There's the feed to Love. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
You know, Love is playing well. He's got 10 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
这罚球一定要掌握好，因为电脑实在太会追分了。
And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Washington calls timeout. They're losing by 8. 1:27 left in the game. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He spent the majority of the time talking about their perimeter defense and his desire to see them play stifling D on their outside shooters. If they're going to beat us, he said, it's not going to be from out there. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
Thanks again, Doris. Mozgov a screen on Beal. Irving for three.
哦，太远了。
Out with the rebound.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got
刚刚那
the
个
defense
晃
right there.
往右夹晃了，他整个重心就
Really
跑
good to
掉
knock
了
down。a shot like that against that kind of defense.
他现在应该想投三分球了。
And Wall. Here we go now. And it's scored top, finishing it off.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Well, they're really making
Wow,
a point of
Singapore.
keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, gotta love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. Just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody
好
tells
球
you, that ball will
好球！
always move quicker than the defender. Really
一
just
个 floppy， 一个直接绕出来，一个投射。
This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
At the elbow.
我在跳开船了，
Love grabs the board.
比赛结束了。
And so here's Cleveland. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Wall against Irving. 6 to shoot. Back to Love. From deep. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
谁叫暂停啊？都剩2秒钟了，剩不
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
剩2秒钟而已，叫什么暂停啊？落后8分。
Just 2 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? You can talk all you want, but I just don't see a scenario that's going to get them back in it.
Yeah, who knows what he's drawing up in there, maybe working on a play for down the road in another game, but whatever it is, it's too late for this one.
And so it's Cleveland winning this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, what do you think about the trend right now for this basketball team in these last few games?
We got better today. That's the most important thing. We got better. We didn't take a step backwards like we did.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Kyrie Irving, who notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
Kyrie, I mean, you know, this dude is a composed, mature leader. Along with all that mental strength, he's got such an incredible feel for the game. He runs the floor. He
靠着
passes
Kyrie Irving 一
beautifully.
些外线跟
He
快
can
攻
shoot，from lights out
这场比赛才可以拿下来。
I can imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always.
-所以把对手终于压在5成以下，就有赢球的机会了。3分球投13中8，这个是名人堂的数据，名人堂难度的，这3分这个命中率还蛮高的。投6中4的3分球 ，Kevin 投3中2，然后 Delvin Dova 投2中2。 就老布朗健士得到2分而已，可是他有4个篮板跟5个助攻。再一场啊！ 对上纽奥良鹈鹕队。
The 2K Sports pregame show.
哦，鹈鹕队今年战绩还是蛮惨的、啊，应该是没有机会了。所以光靠 Anthony Davis 一个人应该也没有用啊。两个人交换一下。 不要小看鹈鹕队啊，电脑操控鹈鹕队都蛮强的，也是准的要死啊。
Conference affair lined up for you today as the Cleveland Cavaliers come in for this one. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, George Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Coming in off the road, the Pelicans are back in New Orleans for this one. Still trying to find that groove they had last year. They'd like to grab hold of some new momentum and get closer, Steve, to where they were a season ago.
And I think for New Orleans, they haven't looked anything like the team we thought they'd be this year. Still such a long way to go. They could be in line for a long, tumultuous.
Yeah, that's a sense you get, isn't it? I mean, the important thing is that they don't panic. You stick to the basics and work out of this slump.
队友不要砍掉啊！ 球那要
Look at Cleveland starting group. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Mozgov in at the 5.
Kevin Love.
The offensive rebound. The kick out to LeBron. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Pass to Love. Mozgov wide open. He fired.
妈，还是不进，老师哎。
And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Evans. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Evans has got his first points of the night.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
It's a pick by Love. LeBron kicks to Irving. Here's Mozgov. He's 1 for 2 with that bucket. Kyrie Irving, an explosive scorer. We all know that. His rate of assists continually dropping over his NBA career. And Greg, does he need to be more of a pure?
Anderson 已经被交易出去了。
You know, he does have the advantage of playing with LeBron, one of the best playmakers in the league. It's a good fit, I think, at this stage of his career, because right now they need him to score the basketball while he continues to improve his point guard skills.
Now, here is Irving. Against Washington, he was really on his game. Six on the shot clock. To the middle. Love with a wide open.
好球！哇，电脑都干老师哎！
Defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open.
老师啊！
And Holiday kicks to Ajinça. Good on the shot.
Another nice
叫暂停了。
down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
干嘛的？用来教干老师。
From the interior today. You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, you know, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
New Orleans making some changes here. Omer Ashi, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Anderson comes in for Dante Cunningham. And Gordon subbed in for Tyreek Evans. Cleveland also making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Mon Shumpert has come in for J.R. Smith. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
Warrens.
Off the mark by Cleveland. Pelicans last season a very solid team rebounding too. Top to bottom, the team was they would rebound as a team.
And one of the metrics that I do like, they led the league in contested rebounds. I mean, that speaks to the effort that this team competed with, and winning those 50-50 rebounds means more than just collecting Ole Miss. He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Pelicans leading by 5. Right side Holiday. Here's Hushik, and he jams it with authority.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah. Those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads.
Thompson's got his first points in this one.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Holiday goes in. Pass to Davis. Nice D from Williams.
Ooh.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Okay, Anthony Davis.
Holiday, no scoring yet from him.
Oh,
it's
Joe.
likely to change. Up the floor, here's LeBron. The fast
Joe. 最后1秒.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Had a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collect. Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. Has become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him, nothing rattles him.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Hunters, wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Irving at the point. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Perkins is checked in.
连球都没摸到，是怎样？
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in.
Perkins.
He feeds it to Cunningham. And stolen by James. And LeBron with a clear path to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
这次电脑没有加速了哦，这个速度是正常的。
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, he won the MVP in international play while with Team USA.
Cunningham kicks to Evans. Shot clock at 6. Over to the left wing. Shot off a pick. Cunningham gets the ball.
Yeah.
Can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP and a Team USA tourney like that, it's a huge ego boost. I mean, of all the stars on that team, he shined the brightest. And I think that's going to help his confidence for this year.
And Cleveland making a change here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. James
Toma, yo.
J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. 1:52 left in the first half. Here's Cole. And there's the 3-second violation.
啊，再进去啊！看你要在那边待多久。
His last 10 games, 9th in steals, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And talk about highway robbery. I mean, jumping the passing lane, snatching away your dribble. He'll take it from you.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Omer, he's checked in for Perkins.
他卡住了，干嘛的？
Alexis Ajinça. Gordon's checked in for Tyreek Evans. And it's Holiday in for Norris Cole. Smith kicks to Jones. Mozgov and sends it back. And for the bottom, Davis touched it last. A different look for Cleveland. Love's checked in for Verishov. James comes in for Jones. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And James gets it to go on the assist by Mozgov.
打我啊！
That's now 8 points for LeBron. Pelicans trail by 4. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Davis up and in.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint,
那天 Davis 在这个游戏妈跟神差不多啦。
It's a pick by Love. LeBron with it. He's got 8. And you can go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
再跳没关系，就靠着你的身体再得分。
5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Anderson, he's checked in for Cunningham.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Davis kicks to Gordon. 20 seconds left to play here in the half.
Ryan Anderson， 他不是被交易了吗？
Holiday against Irving takes the 13-footer. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Drew Holiday.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
靠腰嘞！
It's a pick by Love. The drive by LeBron. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Really on the right play.
刚刚要叫单挡，结果被卡住了。
Force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
So we can't get either the fall. And we're through the...
Yes, Kevin, I'm here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. During one stretch, they trailed by 7, never falling behind too far. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you extra possessions. And check this out. Sometimes just having more offensive chances than your opponent wins the basketball game.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
They were really efficient, great approach offensively. Their shot selection was first rate. They were always working hard to get good looks. That can't change in the second half. They need to be just as
哇，他投篮命中率6成9啊，这不太北蓝了啊！
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
Holiday and Evans comprise the back.
有秒减。
Cunningham is out there with Davis, and it's Jinsa in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Pelicans 5. Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, so his numbers declined. But that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And Love
哇，大了神威啊！
in terms of his output, the field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down.
Michael Jordan 又上场了。
He traded it all to be on a winning team, and I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Wrong.
Point.
Oh,
LeBron with the buckets.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, there's no doubt. That first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And, you know, for Love last season, we knew he'd be in a supporting role to LeBron. You put any player next to LeBron, and he automatically becomes some kind of role player.
And thinking back to Love and his numbers last year, we saw the same thing from Bosh when he played with LeBron. Love and Bosh had similar reductions in scoring, but both were still great players, and they both have the ability to adapt and impact the game in other ways.
Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. There's the dish to Davis. Evans outside. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Evans has got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. He gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
那等于是说你在包夹的时候，他没有轮转防守。
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
And Holiday kicks to Evans. Davis with a screen on Smith. Evans passes to Davis. Evans goes in, and he makes it on the Evans has got 5 points now in the quarter.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
And here's Irving. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Inside, kicks it out to Love. That three off the mark.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of it.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
Whether you call him the brow or ant or the future, determined to improve and definitely maximizing his immense potential.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Omer Asher, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Anderson comes in for Cunningham. And Gordon sub in for Tyreek Evans. Good, Shumpert.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
They set the screen. To the Here's Davis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter. And his former coach, Monty Williams, played with some greats. Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Patrick Ewing. He says he sees that same desire to dominate in Anthony Davis.
Yeah, he wants to be great and doesn't see himself as a finished product, which is a good thing. That means he's going to continue to stay humble and hungry and put the work in.
It's stolen by
啊，被
Davis.
超级，
And here comes Holiday leading the fast break.
给死了！
They retain possession, and it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up. Pelicans shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Norris Cole, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Mozgov, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Williams kicks to Shumpert. That drops. Off an assist from Williams.
来个3分。
Williams has got 3 assists tonight. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Cavaliers lead by 1. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. The Cavaliers leading, and Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's LeBron in at the 3 slot. All alone.
Bro.
Rebounded by Ajinça.
Right?
This game comes down to the
这是
rebound.
Moscow 抓篮板哦。
They'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, Clark, no doubt about it.
It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that.
Kyrie. Yo.
Shot is good.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense.
没关系，你们再作弊没关系嘛。
A little tighter.
Davis sets a screen. Smith against Gordon.
Ryan Anderson 他速度很慢，所以他跑不出来啊。
Excellent D there from Mozgov. Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against the Rockets in Houston. Smith kicks to Irving.
哪来啊？
Love with the screen on Davis. Just 4 to shoot. Poked away.
靠边。
Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. And he gets it to go.
啊妈的！
Position, that's going to be key here in crunch time.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And with the 4th quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home.
Oh, Joe.
Back to you.
哎呦 F 哎，可是还是进了。
Started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Mon Shumpert's checked in for J.R. Smith. Davis in the corner.
打啊！
Ajinça kicks to Davis. He dishes it to Ajinça. Davis, the pass to Holiday. Misses from short range.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
看，干嘛卡住了？
Shot clock at 5. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Just love the focus when he gets around the rim. How huge could those 2 points be?
They trail by 6. 1:27 left to play here in the fourth.
比赛结束剩下1分半钟，那骑士队38比32领先。好了，对，就不要包了啦。哎呀 ，Brown James 怎么会这样？怎么可能啊？让他自己溜到篮下，在他屁股后面那防守啊！ 怎么可能？ 好球！比赛结束了。
And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
You know what? They're winning though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're losing by 7. 58 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Holiday.
哦，林老师哎，干哪嘞？我听你的把布啦，妈传进来就砍3分。
46 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
听他妈在把布。
Now here is Irving, just 5 to shoot. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring. Time running low here.
A quick score, Greg, and then probably foul him right away.
个传啊！
With the steal, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Irving attacking.
我还倒嘞，打我啊！
And an intentional foul right there.
电脑的建造真的很靠北，干他妈一个边线球传进来就投3分，去死算了啦！
And he hits both free throws here, so now it's an 8-point game. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so here is New Orleans, trailing here by 8. Foul. He almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line.
我只是举手而已。
Yeah, you hate to give up.
干，我只是举手而已，真的。
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to
干嘛
them
摸到他的
free
手
at the
嘛？
line.
干。
So the first of 3 is good, and that narrows the gap to 7. He makes the second free throw, and that trims the lead to 6. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that brings them within 5. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. James, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Takes a 3.
去死吧你！
Offensive rebound.
吃牌嘛你！
Holiday.
哇，好厉害哦，他投3分。
And again, New Orleans has no
妈
luck.
的！
But that would have been lucky had it fallen poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guys.
电脑他妈无耻
You know, Kevin, I
干。
sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, congratulations on a wonderful performance. Can you tell us what goes on in your mind?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before, but it never gets old. A textbook example of making play after play to lead the way.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
We all know, anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in his arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense. Literally, any night he can take over a game. Tonight we saw King James exert his will of the game.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
我看一下球队比较。啊，电脑命中率也是很高啊，5成5。数据统计 ，Anthony Davis 9分，LeBron James 17分。啊 s h a f f e r 跟 Kyrie Irving 各得7分。好的，今天的比赛，然后明天再继续。好，谢谢各位啦，拜拜。